Pest Startup 101 podcast. Welcome back. Thank you for checking out. This podcast has to do with all things pest related. We're talking about all things pest related. And in this episode, we're going to talk about do reviews matter and how to get more reviews. Okay, so the fact that we're talking about how to get more reviews, then we know that, yes, they matter. Reviews do matter. So after an internal survey, this is us, and we've done research as well, but we'll give you our numbers. 70% of our customers read reviews. 70%. 30% were attracted by the price, the ad, or website. So you can thank Yelp, Google, and Amazon for people caring about reviews. Because Yelp, as you know, is a leading service for reviews, and some people decide to advertise on there. We do not, but some people do. And then you have Google, who also has a review process in their Google Maps section where you can see how many reviews the customer gets. And based on that number, that puts you higher. That helps you with putting you higher on the list as far as when people search, let's say pest control companies near me. So when you search pest control company near me, they'll put the pest control company has 500 review on top of the company that has 30. So, and then another thing is you have to remember when you buy from Amazon, first thing you do is, well, some people do, majority of people do, is you go to the reviews to review the product. Not because you're scared you're going to receive the product, because with Amazon, they've taken care of that anxiety. You know when you order from Amazon, you're definitely going to receive your product, and you're going to receive it in a fast manner, well packaged. But you're looking at the reviews to see if that product really works. So they've been working on flooding it with fake reviews by offering discounts for people to give 5-star reviews and things like that. And pest control companies have been doing the same. But that is how people still look for service-based businesses as well. So it's not Yellow Pages or just Google Pest Control and then just randomly pick a company that says that they're licensed and insured. So reviews do matter. So we have to be cognizant of that and work our way up in the review process. So here are some ways for you to get reviewed, and then it can hopefully get you some more business. It'll get you a higher ranking on Google. And maybe another way to get reviews is also get your page liked on Facebook. So if a person likes your page, so that helps as well with the Facebook. It doesn't really work as much as Google, but it does help as far as visibility for your business. So one way that you can get more reviews is you can email the link with the invoice. You can set that up so when you have an invoice, you're sending out an invoice. Certain programs, you send out automatic invoice when the service is complete and has a little message. You can alter that message, edit that message, and you can embed the code that Google gives you or the link to the page that the person would fill out to give you a review. So you can include a message saying, thank you for choosing us. Below is the attached invoice for your service. You can click here to pay, and then you can click here to give us a review. Some people like to encourage. So you say, click here to give us our 5-star review. We hope we met all your expectation and needs. Something like that. Okay. Another way is you can have the technician offer, hey, I can text you the link upon completion of service. So you say, hey, we're working on a review service. We're getting swamped with reviews. These bigger companies are swamping us with their reviews because they have thousands of employees. So all the reviews go to the same company. So Terminix, even though they have one branch in this town, and there's only 8,000 people in this town, they have 20,000 reviews because it's connected with the whole state. So you can do something like that. So you can ask, hey, could I send you a link? You don't have to fill it out now. I would appreciate it if you did, but if you want to wait to see if the pest control service worked, then maybe you can click the link and write a review. Or I can always just text you in a few days, and I'm not going to bother you. I'll just text you the link. You can try that. So another way is the third way. You can have the office email 7 to 10 days after the treatment. So now you've given it a week. You've given it a little bit more than a week than the initial service. And You can email them saying, hey, hope your service was great, was to our standards and your standards, and hopefully you can just leave us a review. It'll help us out a lot, because we're a small business. So you can try it that way. Now, one drawback and one issue with the email 7 to 10 days later is it triggers the customer that maybe they saw something a few days back and then they want to call you and schedule a follow-up treatment. So you might get a lot more callbacks if you email them 7 to 10 days later. The best way to avoid that is to get the review right away. But if you can't, then this is another option. You can have the office email. If they call, you can try to smooth it out to avoid a follow-up service, or you can just try to delay that follow-up service for when you're going to be close by to save you on expenses as, gas and having to make a trip there. That's the only stop that you have in that area, and then that affects your your profitability. Then you can't schedule around it. Then you can have one person one side of town, then another person calls, then the other side of town you won't make it, so you possibly could lose the stop. So those are some things to consider when asking for reviews, and some ways that you can ask for reviews. So the best things you should go for when it comes to reviews and comments and stuff like that is you don't have to worry too much about followers. When it comes to pest control, Instagram is not such a huge deal. People don't want to see pictures of bugs. So what you do is you get reviews on Google, try to get page likes. Page likes come naturally when you do a brand awareness ads. When we do an episode on advertising, we'll talk about that. We're going to try to talk about every different type of Facebook ad and Google ad option that they have, and how you can use it and how it affects your business, how it could possibly affect your business financially. So if you put $200 into brand awareness ad, how much should you expect back? Now that we're just going to give you our numbers. We're not giving you numbers that Facebook doesn't guarantee ad revenue, from Facebook doesn't guarantee ad sales from your ads, but they talk about awareness, okay? So that's how it goes. All right. But we'll talk about that in another episode. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I know we got backed up with the episodes, so they were a little scattered. We're trying to schedule them out. We're trying to record in batches. So far, these pest podcasts have been coming up audio only. You can find us on YouTube as well, and you'll see the podcast, but it'll be the audio version. We're working on getting the podcast video set up. So we're trying to set up the room to shoot and have it, have a room where all the equipment can go up and stay in the same spot, and we don't have to keep moving things around. Or we'll just start shooting in one of the rooms, and then we can start switching it up just to get some video content out there. We'll see. But please subscribe, follow, like, do all that stuff. We'll definitely talk about Facebook ads in the future. In the next episode, we're going to talk about, do you offer exclusion services? All right. So we have many. We're going to try to drop an episode every day. We're working at releasing at least 4 episodes per week. And stay tuned. Follow us. Subscribe. Thank you. Pest Startup 101.